Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm on the beach. Oh, watch out, watch out. That was sand, in case you didn't know. I feel like as a Disney World influencer, I've always been full of magic and love for Mickey Rat and Minnie Chinchilla. I feel like my life has led up to this moment. For the first time ever on my channel, I'm going on a Disney cruise.
Mickey.
Sarah Paulson's not a Disney character, so she's not coming with me. I'm sorry, Sarah. Go back to Ryan Murphy. I'm so nervous. I don't know what to expect. A lot of you saw my first cruise video. I went on the Carnival Gloria, and it was not what I expected, actually. The food came out my taste buds. It said, I'm about to disgust each and every one of you. And my taste buds said, girl, back up. And the vibe of the whole cruise was like Titanic meets Dave & Buster's. But I do have hope that Disney's probably gonna be better. It's Disney. They rarely disappoint. Besides Strange World, that was a mess. This is gonna be a food trip. So I'm gonna be reviewing the buffets, the sit-down restaurants every night, the room service, and everything in between. So we are gonna feast as per usual. And even though I'm a Disney stan, I'm gonna be brutally honest. Even though I have a Disney doll collection, I'm gonna be brutally honest. And we're also gonna be visiting Disney's newest private island, Lookout Cay, which I'm super hyped about because they have a barbecue buffet on the island. So we're gonna feast on the land and the sea, just like Ariel. Also, people keep saying it's pronounced Lookout Key, but it's spelled like Lookout Cay. And I have a PhD in mispronouncing words, so I'm gonna call it Lookout Cay. Okay? Now, this isn't just any Disney cruise. This is the Disney Magic Cruise. It is Disney's first cruise they ever sailed. So it's their oldest cruise. And I did not know that when I bought this cruise ticket, okay? I just chose the cheapest option. And so of course it's the oldest one. Either way, I'm grateful to be going on any Disney cruise. You know, it might be old, it might be crusty, it might be dusty, but so is the fairy godmother and she's still sickening. Girlies, do you think Ariel's gonna swim up to the surface when she sees my Disney cruise passing over? I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, Miss Tilapia, I'm not interested. Now, can you give Zadie Triton my number? So I guess it's time. My life-changing moment has arrived. But before we embark on this adventure, give this video a big thumbs up if you're enjoying it. It's the easiest way to support me and my whole dainty career. Also, subscribe. I make food content. Traveling food, theme park food, restaurant food. It's a great time, okay? Well, I guess let's just go. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't go to paradise, sweetheart. But I love you. Bye, guys. Ahoy, sailors. Okay, girlies, I just got dropped off. I actually feel like giddy. Look at the Disney magic. You can see it. I also want to address the fact that my ears got all bent recently because I washed them and they're all pricking now. I feel like Mickey when he gets stuck on a mouse trap. But like the sticky one, he's like, girl, my ear. So this port is Port Everglades and Disney has their own terminal. Shocker, ooh zap. Are we surprised? Disney is a boss, a brand, a business. And look at how they decorated it. It's so pretty, it's very oceanic and it's actually Finding Nemo themed. Oh my gosh, what was her name? I totally forgot it. Was it Ellen? I can see, first of all, a fellow vlogger. And second of all, oh my gosh, I see like the little circle windows. One of those must be mine because I did get a room with a circle window. Because I didn't want no window, but I also didn't want to pay for a whole balcony. Unless if one of those little windows is my window. Girl, it better not be. I'm not Thumbelina. It was finally my group's turn to board. And at the end of the line, they had like a little ANTM high fashion photo shoot moment. Do I have to get my picture taken? That's gonna be so awkward. Just me? Just standing there? I don't want it. Can I say no? Can I say this is not my wish?
Hi, let me take a picture.
Oh, no, thank you. Thank you, no. As I entered the mind of a rodent, I thought, what am I gonna see in here? It turns out it's just a room. The time has come. I started making my treacherous trek to the Disney magic, and this was a surreal moment for me. I felt like I was about to experience something unexpected. Anything could happen, because this is Disney, and a dream from within in the hopes of becoming America's Next Top Model. Isn't that what Walt said? I'm about to take my first step on the Disney magic. The most magical step of all. One. That was my first step. Oh, this is gorgeous. What? What? No picture. I was not expecting a palace of golds and diamonds and Jared's and Zale's. I thought it was gonna look outdated. I thought it was gonna look straight from the 90s. I thought it was gonna look like the set of Zoom. Remember that show? Do you see all the hidden Mickeys on the elevators? Oh, they're so sneaky. No one's ever gonna notice that besides me and Nancy Drew, because she's really smart. Oh my God, Minnie Chinchilla. She looks so good. Minnie. I just don't understand. Where are the cobwebs? Where are the moldy apples rolling around? This doesn't feel like the oldest Disney cruise. The floors felt like shining marble underneath my Skechers. Very glamorous. And even the carpet had little wishing stars on it so you can
step on people's wishes.
This is the elevator area with all the staircases. It's just so pretty. The whole ship is so pretty, guys. I think first things first, we need to eat. We need to feast. We need to get the magic into our stomachs. So I think I'm gonna see if the main buffet is opened. I think it's called Cabanas. Okay, so this is a map of the ship. There it is. Cabanas. Deck 9. Let's go. The elevators are very packed, so I'm gonna get a little workout in. I'm gonna use the stairs. Guys, the stairs are even nice. I'm really not trying to drag Carnival here. I know. Listen, I love circuses. But when I boarded Carnival, I felt a little bit of disappointment. And I honestly thought to myself, is this like what a cruise is like? But I don't think that was accurate, or at least I think this is accurate. Here it is. Open from 12 to 3. So they had all the guests wash their hands before entering the buffet. I loved that. Every buffet restaurant should do that. This is the buffet itself now. It was completely packed. Everyone boarded the ship and wanted to feast. I get it, because I did the same thing. So here's some of the options. They had shrimps. They had massive spider-looking crab legs and a bunch of little salads. And they also had mac and cheese, chicken tendies, fries, a lot of things that families would love. You know what I mean? And they also had some fried rice and some lo mein. And the desserts were behind this like glass case, almost like a bakery. And you had to ask for the desserts that you wanted. They also had a whole pig just roasting on the counter. I think that's a cast member from Home on the Range. They have come so far. Good for them. Also some focaccia bread and a few different pastas. Now, I wasn't able to film the whole buffet because it was so packed, but I filmed what I could. I would like some gratitude, okay? It's almost Thanksgiving. I did have to sit outside because it was so packed, but guys, this is what I got. A piece of Parmesan focaccia, macaroni and cheese, a chicken tendy, a piece of pico de gallo chicken. We also have some fries and some lo mein, some fried rice, a lamb chop with mint jelly, wow, extravagant, and some mashed potatoes and some pasta. Look at this gorgeous setting. I feel like it might rain. It's a little windy, but being blown away never stops Carrie Underwood. It's not stopping me either. I'm just so impressed so far in my first 20 minutes of being on this cruise. I feel like this is the cruise to be at. You know, this is where the party is happening. Okay, so let's first try the focaccia. Oh, that's fantastic. You know what that tastes like? Pizza Hut's breadsticks. And you might think that's a diss. It's really not. Pizza Hut has surprisingly delicious breadsticks. They're very fluffy. And this has the same fluffiness and airiness as Baymax. And it also has Parmigiano Reggiano crumbs all over it, just like Giada De Laurentiis. She's constantly coated. I love that the Parmesan cheese has a very kind of toasted flavor. It really brings out the crispy sharpness. So I love the focaccia. I don't know if that's clean. Oh no, you can take it. So next up, let's try this pasta. Now this pasta is literally called pasta with provincial sauce. So I'm guessing it's Belle themed because she famously said there must be more to this provincial sauce. And it also has goat cheese and spinach. Okay. No. All right. It really tastes like a typical marinara, but with extra salt. I feel like a lot of marinara sauces at restaurants are always saltless. And that really bothers me. So even though this does taste like a simple tomato-y sauce, there's nothing special happening here. At least it's well salted. I don't think the goat cheese adds much. I couldn't really taste it, but it was fine. It was fine. Next up, let's try the fries. Why am I surprised that they taste just like Disney World fries? They are once again simple, crispy, salty, and that's it. So far, the 3 items I've tried have been good. They're good. But have they been magic? Not yet. Next up, let's try these mashed potatoes. Oh, the texture. Okay, do they taste super fresh? No. Do they taste powdered? No. They taste like the mashed potatoes that are in the fridge aisle next to like the bacon and the Oscar Mayer hot dogs. This is giving kind of like Bob Evans super, it's so weird, you guys. I'm I'm struggling to focus. Oh, goodness. They're giving Bob Evans refrigerated mashed potatoes. They don't have the realest texture, but they have a nice creamy flavor. They actually have a slight sour cream flavor with a hint of green onion as well. So that's a nice little plus, but I'm not amazed. They're okay. Now let's try the chicken tendy. That is a really good tendy. Is it totally unique and different and never the same? No. It is the same as almost every other good tendy I've had, but it's a good tendy. It has the classic black pepper flavor. The breading is just thick enough. It's crunchy, it's not oily. The chicken on the inside does taste real. The tender did have a real texture. It had like the chicken strings, you know, like a violin. Classic, simple, yes. Now, guys, quickly, I forgot to mention in my intro that I'm in a little bit of a pickle. Did you know that one-way cruises existed? Because I didn't. And I booked one. This is a one-way cruise. They're leaving me in Puerto Rico. Tinkerbell said, oh, here's some pixie nuts. You want to fly home? So I did book a flight, but one day I will come back to Puerto Rico and I'll try all the Puerto Rican food. It'll be a whole trip on its own. Okay, next up, let's try the mac and cheese. Welcome back, Colonel Mustard. Oh, there's rain. I'm gonna put the napkin over it. Protect her. Oh my gosh, my napkin's flying away. The mac and cheese tastes just like KFC's mac and cheese, and that's a compliment. I love their processed mac and cheese. It's classic, it's fine. Now let's try the fried rice. Okay. Definitely does not taste like a restaurant. It just has that kind of frozen fried rice flavor, but not bad frozen fried rice. This is not giving lean cuisine. This is giving high quality frozen fried rice, but there's no depth to the flavor. It's very surface, just laying on the grain. It's not within the grain, you know? Next up, let's try the lo mein with chicken. I like that. You know, that tastes more like a restaurant than the fried rice does. There is sort of a deeper soy sauce flavor. It's a bit richer, almost brown sugary, caramelized, but I have to say the texture does feel like a frozen lo mein. I don't know if it's the size of the noodle. They're kind of inflamed and swollen, but flavor-wise, it's really good. Next up, let's try this grilled chicken with pico de gallo. Now, I have never heard of just plain old chicken with pico de gallo on it. You know, is that like a dish? I mean, I've heard of pico de gallo, but not just flopped on chicken. You know, as far as plain, simple grilled chicken goes, I'm not mad at that. I think the quality's good. Does it have tons of seasonings? No, but it does have a very strong saltiness and strong liminess. So I would just categorize it as like plain old limey grilled chicken. Last but not least, I saved the most luxurious item for last. I think it was a lamb chop, lamb loin, lamb toe. I don't know. It was something lamb with mint jelly. Now, I don't think I've ever had lamb with mint jelly, but my mother has. And my whole childhood, she would tell me, oh, once I had lamb with mint jelly, and I just dream about it all the time. She's so wonderful. So let's see if my mother, the woman who raised me, is correct about this. She probably is, because look how I turned out. She was correct about all of this as well. Ooh, let go. You see the mint jelly? It's on there. Mother. Oh, mother. I think the lamb itself is nicely seasoned and seared, but there is a slight gaminess, a slight animalistic quality. And then the mint jelly honestly tastes like Colgate flavored Jell-O. And at the end of the day, I don't mind minty things. I don't mind Jell-O-y things, but putting that onto a lamb chop to me is a bit upsetting. I don't think the Jell-O brand would approve. They would say, you're putting our product on lamb? On lamb? You're a monster. Overall, though, I have to say, I think the Cabana's buffet food is pretty good. It isn't amazing. Nothing's really unique, but it gets the job done. And it's feeding these hungry tourists that are probably already sunburnt and sweaty. They need the food. For the salty food, I think I'm gonna give it a nice strong 6 out of 10. So this is my dessert plate. I got an apple crumble, a birthday cupcake thing, an Oreo cheesecake, and a chocolate chip cookie. I am sitting at a different table because I was about to sit back at my old table, and there was this lady at another big table, and she looked at me and was like, oh, sorry, we've got that one too. Okay, so you're really popular, so you have a lot of friends, so you need 2 tables. I'm totally kidding. It was totally fine, and she was actually very nice about it. First up, let's try this chocolate chip cookie. Oh, no. Is this vegan? I don't don't think it is, but it tastes vegan. It tastes like sand. So when I first bit into it, I really did like the texture. It is chewy, soft, almost gooey, but the flavor is not it. It kind of tastes like cardboard. It kind of tastes like a USPS box. There's just not enough richness and there's just not enough flavor. It doesn't taste like a cookie, you know? Next up, the cupcake. Now, I'm not a big cupcake person because I'm not a big fan of frosting. That wasn't my fault, that was the wind. It was you trying to get a wipe. What I was saying about the cupcake is I'm not a big cupcake person because I'm not a big frosting person. And cupcakes typically have a lot of frosting, but this little cupcake is so festive looking and so fun that I just had to try it. I want to celebrate, you know, and this is giving that vibe. Don't fly away. This is what I get for trusting a cupcake just because it looks pretty. This isn't bad, but it tastes like a boxed cake, but it's less moist than a boxed cake. So it's like a very dry boxed funfetti cake with a very sugary, very plain, very buttery frosting. If you like plain cupcakes and you have no taste whatsoever, you'll love this. Why am I kind of dragging low key? Next up, apple crumble. Oh, I get. It's gone. It's gone. Oh, my camera literally almost tipped over. I'm just gonna hold it. That's a fantastic apple crumble. It's crumbly. The apples within are very fresh tasting. This does not taste like canned apple pie filling, and the crumble is so delicious. Because it starts out as this kind of brown sugary, like whatever mixture, but as you chew it, it like honestly turns into kind of like pie crust. Now let's try this Oreo cheesecake. Oh wow, that's very bouncy. Oh my gosh, I'm ravenous. I inhaled that cheesecake. My poor lungs. They're like, why is there Philadelphia cream cheese next to us? I'm trying to inflate right now. That is more like a cheesecake mousse, and it works so well. The texture is like this cold, bouncy, creamy blob, and it's surprisingly not gelatinous, even though it is bouncy. The Oreo flavor is very light. It's like a very light cookies and cream ice cream vibe. Dessert, honestly, besides the cookie and the cupcake, 8. So I'm giving my dessert plate a very strong 7 out of 10. Okay, so it is 1:08. The rooms are gonna be ready at 1:30. I think the rooms are ready, and I think I'm on deck 2. So let's find my room and do a little room tour. This is the hallway. We have stars, we have the steering wheel. Okay, it's literally this one. And there's the elevators, I love that. Okay, is it gonna work? Let's see. Oh, ooh, I'm nervous. Oh, I hear magic. Oh, it's the TV. Oh my God. I look disgusted. I'm not. I'm in shock. Compared to Carnival, this is legit luxury. You guys aren't ready. This is what I just walked into. Oh, the drapery, the linens. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at my view. Oh my gosh, the ocean. I did not expect to see that at all. Guys, I feel truly so grateful. I'm not joking. I'm not being sarcastic. Oh, and look at this stunning rodent with a bent ear. Let's just start from the beginning, okay? So we have the door. Now here is a closet. Ooh, home sweet home. We have a safe, if you wanna keep things safe. What is this? Is this real genuine leather? Opulence, elegance. We have a laundry bag with Mickey on it. They said, does your dirty laundry smell like a rat? Put it in here. And then also we have some life jackets just in case, you know. Remember what Jack said? He said, this is unsinkable. Well, he thought wrong, obviously. So that's just in case. And we have a stunning mirror. The bed itself is huge. Now, the question is, does it have a crack in the middle? Because the Carnival one had a big crack in the middle. And even though we all have a crack in the middle, I did not like that. No. It's too many mattresses.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
This feels like one full mattress. I think it is. Yes, there is no crack. The crack was healed. The Grand Canyon said, I can't relate to you anymore, girl. I'm sorry. And these lamps are super gorgeous because if you notice, it's like a map of the world. And so if you get lost at sea, you can just take one of these lampshades and you'll be fine. It's like a GPS. They must have heard that I was coming because they set up a beautiful little mukbang table for me. They said, Timmy needs to eat. And I think this is the perfect size because he is dainty, guys. Look how small. I love it. And we have this gorgeous couch, which is probably a pull-out couch. Am I gonna check? I guess I will. Why not? Oh, I don't know, guys. It feels like it's stuck together with glue. Is there a mattress somewhere in there? Then we have this gorgeous oil painting with a couple lines from Candle on the Water. This is actually based on a true story. There was a candle once and it fell into the water. Now we have a little area here, I guess, to place your snacks and your Wonder Bread. I don't know. There's actually a lot of storage in here. We have all this too. So many drawers. How long am I gonna be here? 3 days or 3 months? And then, ooh, we have one of these really nice fancy fridges. This is great. It feels very chilled, powered by Elsa. And here we have the boudoir with another mirror. I'm gonna get a good look at myself before I go eat every night. Ooh, 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 ooh. And we have a little seat. Okay. Hi, future editing Timmy here. I don't think past filming Timmy noticed the whole handprints on this seat. What is going on? Mickey? Okay, am I gonna break it? Okay, last but not least, it's time to see the bathroom. Now, I'm nervous because the carnival bathroom was, how do I describe it? It was like a plastic dungeon. Oh, okay, airplane. The shower floor was basically the floor. And every time that I showered, a bunch of water would spill out. And I would have to use my towels and just clean it up like Cinderella. And there were bubbles flying everywhere, but they weren't singing to me. They were laughing at me. Anyways, let's see if this is any better. Hello? Hello? Ooh, okay. So this is the toilet room. It's separate from the shower. That's fine with me. I'm not gonna stink up the bathtub. Sorry. Another mirror option. We have some very nice lighting. We have some shelving for excess toilet paper probably. And then we have the toilet, which is kind of floating. And whenever a toilet is floating like that, I just always assume that it's just not strong enough to hold me, but hopefully it will be and the porcelain won't crumble. And we have a little trash can. Wait, what is this? A phone? No. A vacuum? Oh, it's a blow dryer. Yes. Okay, last but not least, the shower room. I'm hoping there's an actual tub or something. A tub! Oh my God, luxury! Water's not gonna spill everywhere. This is great, and it's a pretty good size. Here we have some shampoo, conditioner, body wash, a little place for soap, gorgeous tile. And this is the sink, so we have 2 sinks. That's fantastic. We have some little towels, more towels here, guys. This is gorgeous. I'm so impressed. I truly expected way less after my first cruise, and this is just fantastic. Now, quickly, I did want to mention that I have been living a lie. Well, I haven't lied to you guys. I said this is the first time that I've ever made a Disney cruise video, but I have been on 1 Disney cruise. I was 9 years old. It was 21 years ago in the Ice Age. Is that Disney? No, it's not Disney. DreamWorks, get out of here. I truly do not remember anything about it, like whatsoever, besides the fact that when we went onto the Disney Island, I was forced to do this like pirate kid activity, and I was all alone because I was in a different age group than my sisters, and they went to do something else, and I had to dress up like a pirate and dig in the sand and do all these different things, and I hated it. So I don't have to do that this time. I can do what I want, and because it was so long ago, this is truly a fully new experience. So I'm just so happy to be here. So here's a quick little cinematographer shot of this. I don't know what it's called. It's the big red thing on top. So pretty. I went to Frozone Treats, which basically they have some drinks and they also have some soft serve. Okay, so you guys know I'm not much of a drink person. I did not know this was gonna be a drink. I ordered just Dole Whip and it turned into a drink. It's magic. He asked me, do you want it with alcohol? And I was like, no, thinking that's gonna make it free. It wasn't free. It was like almost $8, but still looks really good. It was charged to my room. Let's try it. That's fresh. Oh my God, that is so good. That is better than normal Dole Whip. For some reason, it has even more of a pineapple juice flavor. It tastes extremely fresh, super refreshing, and I feel like I just took a dip in Pineapple Lake. 10 out of 10. Now, I'm nervous. I gotta be honest. As you guys know, cruise restaurants are kind of different compared to other restaurants in terms of the seating arrangement. On cruises, sometimes they sit you with strangers, and I found that out the hard way on the Carnival Glory when they sat me and a random lady at a table meant for 10 people, and it was just us. Now, thankfully, she ended up being so nice and we had a great time. But the thing is, I didn't know about the seating arrangement before going on the cruise last time, so I wasn't anxious about it. But this time I know that I'm gonna be seated with other people, and I am anxious about it now. The Disney cruise has 3 different sit-down dinner restaurants, and you get seated at a different one every night, and I think they seat you with the same people. So I'm gonna see these people 3 times. I'm gonna have to film around them, plus I have to make sure they're okay with me filming around them and they're comfortable with that. And if they're not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I'm gonna be like, so I'm a YouTuber and I taste test food. Is it okay if I film myself? And they're gonna be like, no, we hate cameras. We hate you. I just hope they're okay with it, and I hope that I'm comfortable enough around them to be myself. Here we have an art gallery. Look at all this. All our little animal friends. And also Miss Sardine with a chunk of calamari right there. Wow. And here we have the different Disney ships. We have Magic, Wonder, Dream, Fantasy, Wish.
Despair?
No, it's kidding. There's no Despair. That would be Anne of Green Gables' ship. And this is one of the lounges. This is D Lounge. I guess they do trivia here. Can I be in here? It's very nice. We have some hidden Mickeys. Huh? Shall we sit? I like this. I have the whole place to myself. Should I perform? Gaga 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 gaga. Go. It is time to do my safety drill. I am actually L, so let me go over to that man. Hi. Am I late? Okay, so I got the drill done and it took a while because they were very thorough. They did a great job. They were super nice. Also, I just met my, I don't know what their job is called and I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it's the person that like takes care like of the whole hallway. And she was so nice to me. I told her that I'm a taste tester and she told me she's going to give me chocolates every night. So I was like, yes. Anyways, I think the ship is moving and I do not want to miss the disembarkment party, whatever it's called. So let's go. Ooh, ooh, yes. Oh, I'm ready for the party. Give me some high fives, Mickey. Come on. The beats were going. The DJ was eating and I was feeling the bass. And then the Disney characters came out. We have Goofy. He's such a goofball. We have Mickey, the main star, and he knows it. Minnie was strutting. She was feeling it. And it was just a great time. We are officially moving. And this time I did bring drama, whatever it's called, drama something. Because on my first cruise, it took me a while to get my sea legs, governor. I'm gonna take that now. Guys, look. Oh my God, look at the beach. Hey, neighbor. So I ordered like a 12-pack of water from room service. Dasani. I know people get mad when I drink it because they say it's salt water. Well, girl, I'm trying to match the theme of the ocean. But I did not expect 12 separate cans. 10 vessels of Dasani. This is so cool. The guy was super nice and he came in and he like laid them all out so evenly. I don't want to mess it up. I'm just not gonna drink them. I'll leave them there as a decoration. For my first dinner, Disney placed me at a table at the Animator's Palate. Now I thought it was pronounced Palate, but it's actually Palate, and I feel like someone needs to cleanse it. Anyways, this is a very unique restaurant because they have these digital paintings that start out as plain little sketches and through the night they become colorful. Okay, they took a taste of the rainbow. They're Skittle stands. It's very innovative, very futuristic. I feel like this restaurant was probably made in 2085 and then it was sent back to 2024 just so we could get a taste of our future, you know? Literally. Is this butter spreader not the cutest thing ever? It's literally in the paint of a shape brush. In the paint of a shape brush? What? In the shape of a paintbrush. Oh my gosh, the brain farts are strong. My brain must have had a lot of beans yesterday. Anyways, this is the menu. I was very anxious because I was so sure I was gonna have to sit with strangers. Let's see what happened. The waiter is so nice. And I asked him, are there gonna be people eating with me? And he checked, and I'm eating alone. Hashtag blessed. I'm gonna have the best cruise ever. So they brought out some bread in a napkin and a hidden Mickey plate thingy, and also some goop. I'm having the best time of my life. You guys don't know, like my social anxiety was really acting up. And the truth is, when I checked in like a month ago, I did put in a special request to have my own table. I just didn't think they would actually make that happen because there's so many people. But I was like, why not just try? And they did it. This is why Disney is on top. This is why they have a huge castle. We have rolls and we have what looks like Big Mac sauce. We're gonna find out if that's what this is. But look how fluffy and squishy. What even is that? What am I doing? Let me start painting. I have to fit in here. What? I'm sorry, I had to clean my paintbrush. Does that taste like salad dressing? Yes, it does. Is it extremely delicious with this buttery, flaky crisp? Yes, it is. I don't even know how this combination happened. Who thought of it? It must have been drawn up by Mickey himself. He must have been like, oh, I'm imagining salad dressing on greasy bread. This tastes sort of like Big Mac sauce, but more almost like a garlicky mayonnaise. It's very, very garlicky and a little sweet, very creamy. And then the roll itself is incredible. It's so fluffy. salty, extremely buttery, and crispy on the edges. And the flavor is just classic roll. So I'm shook. The bread is 10 paintbrushes out of 10 paintbrushes. And guys, I ordered 2 appetizers and 2 entrees. And I'm probably gonna get 2 desserts as well. For my first appetizer, I got the tomato tart with goat cheese and shallots. Now I am tempted to pick this up like a pizza and just go in, but what would an animator do? He would pick it up, but he would wipe it across the wall and make a design. I'm not doing that. That sounds messy. So I'm gonna use my utensils, be a classy broad. Oh. The flavor profile did shock my taste buds for a second, but once I kept chewing, I really started enjoying it. The crust is like a flaky, what's that really crunchy kind of dough that has like a billion layers and they're all really crunchy? Hello dough or something? No. Pilaf? Rice? No. The crust is buttery and flaky and amazing. Very satisfying texture. Now the tomatoes do add a freshness even though they're nice and baked and charred. And the goat cheese adds a creaminess, but what surprised me were the seasonings. I could really taste cumin and like kind of like garam masala, like a curry flavor. There's just so much going on and it's all somehow cohesive. So the texture is light, but the flavor's loud. And I love that contrast. Delicious. I'm giving this a nice strong 8 out of 10. For my second appetizer, I got the baked potato soup with little chives swimming in it. Ooh. I love the color of this. This is giving off-white apartment wall. Just moved in. I haven't painted yet. Oh, wait. Belle. Bees, wipe your beard. It's gonna stink later. I judged a book by its cover, or I judged a soup by its drop, and I thought this was gonna be trash. I really did, because it looks kind of watery, and it looks kind of pale, like Beth from Little Women right before she levitated into the sky. But this is really nice. A lot of the times, baked potato soups have this fake processed bacon flavor. This does not. This focuses on the potato, but it has a really strong, heavy cream dairy vibe, but in a light way. Like, it just feels like a very delicate soup, almost like a palate cleanser, and not like a big, hearty,
Bacon-y potato soup.
something that Gaston would eat. But guess what? I'm not Gaston. Thank you so much. This is simple and classic. I'm giving it another very strong 8 out of 10. For my main entrees, I got the Angus beef tenderloin served on wasabi mashed potatoes with bok choy and a tamarind barbecue reduction. And I also got the panetti bolognese. Oh, it looks amazing. Filming Timmy, he did not ask you if the food looked amazing. He asked you how you were doing, but you chose to answer a non-existent question. Oh, it looks amazing. No one cares. Also, that pimple on your cheek was massive and it looks really juicy. Okay, so I'm glad you popped it later in the night.
I see you easy.
Yes. I'm a vlogger.
Welcome on board. Please enjoy.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think that was like the manager or something. Did he only come to my table because I'm a YouTuber? Maybe. Let's try these veggies.
Timmy, would you like some peppers?
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
You're so wonderful. I love it here. It's like celery or bok choy or something. It's a very watery vegetable. It's crunchy but flavorless. A carrot. Oh, was that Olaf? Wait, I think this is the rest of him. Elsa gave up. She was like, I'm not keeping you frozen anymore. It's too much work. Let's try the mashed potato. Those are wasabi mashed potatoes, and they're incredible. Who would think wasabi and potato, like how would that go together? It does. It's not spicy, it did not singe my nostril like wasabi typically does. That's the worst feeling ever, but we go through it because it tastes good. These are just like typical, very buttery, real, homemade tasting mashed potatoes with a hint of wasabi. And something about the wasabi really elevates all the other flavors, and it just makes it taste so much more interesting and different. Let's try this beef tenderloin. Oh my gosh, amazing so far.
Enjoy it.
Fantastic. Okay, let's. So for some reason, Filming Timmy was having another brain fart and he thought that a beef tenderloin was a short rib. That's why he's trying to rip the piece of meat apart. I'm used to beef tenderloins kind of falling apart. Maybe it's not beef tender. Wait, what am I thinking of? Beef short rib. I'm thinking of short rib. This is not short rib, Timmy. This is a steak. That's why it wasn't falling apart. Oh. That is a simple steak, but it's cooked perfectly. It has that nice seared, salty crust that I love on a steak so much. That elevates every steak. If it's not crusty or crunchy or charred or a little bit like cool, I don't want it. Does it have any particular unique flavors? No, but it's a good simple steak and it goes so well with the sweet barbecue drizzle. Let's set it aside. Do you mind if I put that there? Oh, you do, you do. Zip it, snip it. Anyways, let's try this penne bolognese with this garlic bread. That's cute. It's cute. I like the flavor. It's very garlicky and it's more oily than buttery. It has like that olive oil vibe. But I think the texture is crunchy in a bad way. It's crunchy in a kind of chewy way and not in a, you know what I mean? It doesn't have the bite that I want. It's too chewy. Let's try le pasta. Je m'appelle. It's good. It's good. I promise. I swear it. Is it the best bologna I've ever had? No. The pasta is a little hard for me. I know that you're supposed to cook it al dente. It's supposed to have a little bite, but personally, I would like it cooked a little longer. I don't want my teeth to feel any sort of pressure when they're chewing on pasta. They already have to eat things like almonds and stuff. Like pasta is giving them a break. But today they were like, Mother, this is supposed to be my day off. The bolognese sauce is slightly sweet, which I like. It is beefy. It's very tomatoey, obviously. It's a little tart, but I think a good bolognese has a bit more richness to it, a bit more of a pancetta flavor. This just tastes like bolognese that isn't strong enough and possibly wasn't cooked with love. So I'm gonna give the bolognese plate a 5 out of 10. Yeah.
So as you can see, the drawings really did come to life, just like Harold and the Purple Crayon. You might be thinking, Timmy, what is that movie? I haven't seen it. Me either. No one saw that. Mickey came out and he played an air tuba. It sounded so good. He's so talented. This is the dessert menu. So I got the signature dessert, the lemon icebox pie, and I also got the crunchy walnut cake.
This lemon icebox cake is their signature dessert, and it came with these little chocolate discs that look like wrapping paper. Let's try it. Tastes like Christmas. Tastes like a surprise. Lemon icebox cake. Let's go. Oh, you know what? I like it. It reminds me of a lemon meringue pie meets a cheesecake. So this almost tastes like the lemon and the meringue have been mixed together and turned into one pie. They have mutated like an X-Men and they have become something else. And yes, there was someone smiling at me. I'm not sure if she recognized me or not. I'm so awkward. Oh God. So the flavor is like a mixed lemon meringue pie, but it has the texture of cheesecake and the crust is also giving cheesecake crust. So it's surprising, it's different, but I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. This is a walnut cake. Now, in case you didn't know, Beth from Little Women invented this. She loved walnuts, but she grew too weak to pick them herself. And so Joe chopped off all of her hair and she sold it so that she could pay for Uber Eats to bring Beth walnuts so she can make her cake. She is such a wonderful sister. And that haircut looks absolutely vile. Oh, I expected this to be a cakey, thick, dense texture. It's kind of like mousse. Let's see. Come on, Beth. Oh, I get it. Oh, and what is this? What is this? Is this Kirby? I don't know what that is. It's a mystery blob. It's like very flavored and it's giving marshmallow meets mousse. I don't know. I don't think I can trust her. But this walnut cake is basically a walnut crust with a dark chocolate mousse on top. Now it is good. I think the dark chocolate is just a little too bitter and a little too much, but I really love the texture. It's so moussey and I love the walnut crust. So I'm giving this a nice 6 out of 10. Now I think the Animator's palette is pretty fantastic. I enjoyed almost everything and I dined alone, so I got my way. I'm like, what's her name from Willy Wonka? The one with the golden egg. I'm her.
I just got home from dinner and guys, I have little pillow mints from my queen. She was so sweet before. She put this out so nicely and she folded my blanket like a fan or something. I'm just gonna film it like this because I feel lazy right now. Oh, chocolate on my screen. Oh. That's high quality. That is giving Hershey's Kiss, but even better, it's more like a Hershey's Hug. Delicious. This is iconic. Oh, I can barely look. Hello? So it's actually 6 a.m. I probably look horrible. I look like a bloated Voldemort. I did not get enough sleep. And it's not the bed's fault. The bed is actually fantastic. Oh my god, I look rough. Whoa, who is that? The bed feels like a nice hotel quality bed. It's a real mattress. It's thick. The pillows are absolutely perfect. The blankets are heavy and nice and comforting. So the bed ate, but there were 2 issues and neither were Disney's fault. I think I ate a little too much yesterday and I had a stomach ache until like 2 a.m. I just could not sleep.
My stomach felt like a big grease ball.
I'm pretty sure I had too many desserts. That's not okay. So today I'm gonna calm it down a little bit with the excess. I'm just gonna taste test what I need to. And I've been up for the past 30 minutes because the oceans are so, what's the word, bouncy, rocky? I feel like I'm on a whitewater raft with a sprinkle of magic on top of me. The boat is like tipping this way and then that way and then this way and then that way. I felt like I was gonna be thrown across the room. And like I said, that's not Disney's fault. That's Moana's best friend's fault. Ocean. Anyways, I can't fall back asleep, so I'm just gonna start to wake up. Thankfully, I did digest everything, I think. I feel a lot better. So we're gonna order some room service breakfast. Let's see what they got. Oh my gosh, my past has come back to haunt me. Is that Gloria? Oh, is that Lookout Cay? Okay. Oh my gosh, guys, people have talked about the length of this, what's that called? The sidewalk on the ocean. What's it called? A pier. And it really does look quite long, but you guys know I love getting my steps in and I'm ready for the challenge.
Ooh. I don't know what that was. I just really wanted to do something active and exciting for you guys. Get a cool shot, you know? Okay, I'm opening the Disney Cruise Line app. Room service, view menu. I don't see breakfast. I see a plant-based chicken sandwich. That's not what I'm craving. I'm gonna call up and ask. So I just got off the phone. It turns out they have a continental breakfast. So they only have things like croissant, muffin, cinnamon roll. I got cinnamon rolls, danishes, a chocolate chip muffin, a bowl of fruit just to help me digest even more, and orange juice. Oh, tastes like a ray of sun. Let's try some of this fruit. They gave me exactly 1 kiwi because they said, this might be free, but this is not charity. You're getting 1 piece of hairless kiwi. Didn't taste very fresh. Kind of tasted like a old mushy apple. Pineapple, better. Grape, gorgeous. Okay. Now let's try this cinnamon roll. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. You know, it actually tastes a bit fresher than I expected. I expected a packaged Little Debbie cinnamon roll. I think I saw her roaming around yesterday. I said, Debbie, I didn't know you like Disney. And she said, yeah, but I like pastries more. And that's why I make them. Guys, I'm half asleep, but I have to say, I feel like it is lacking the classic cinnamon roll flavor. It's like a fresh pastry with a lack of cinnamon roll vibe. Now let's try this raspberry Danish. This actually looks like very rustic, like someone made it with their own little hands. Preserves. Oh my God. That's it. That is so much better than your typical Danish. The dough itself is very croissant-like, very buttery. It actually tastes pretty fresh too, but the raspberry filling is incredible. It tastes like tart, fresh raspberry jam, like really fresh. I'm impressed by that. And the texture is sticky, but it holds its shape. You can really sink your teeth into it. I love that. Last but not least, chocolate chip muffin. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just burped right into you. Oh. Yes. Once again, that tastes really fresh. And that's a common theme with these pastries, freshness. And I think that's incredible because it's so easy just to give people a packaged pastry because it's typically good enough to eat and it's like whatever, but there's something about these that taste kind of homemade. Now, they might be processed, but they don't taste processed. And that's the secret of life, not tasting processed. I do think that the fact that they don't have eggs and bacon and pancakes and all those types of things on the room service menu is a little disappointing, but at least they have something and it's good. So I'm gonna give this room service meal a nice 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty strong for pastries. I'm gonna go get dressed for the day and then we're going to Lookout Cay. Hey! Okay, let's test out the shower. Oh!
definitely a very strong pressure. Is it heating? Do we have modern technology? Yes, yes. Ooh, it's hot, yes.
The shower 8, it was just like any typical hotel room shower, so much better than the other cruise that I went on. Anyways, what do we think of this outfit of the day? I have my hat with little stars on it. I got my Target shorts and my Stitch shirt, which is just a bit too long, I feel. I can like, oh, I feel like Snow White when she's dancing with the dwarves. Don't be, you're so dumb. She might be the one that started it all, but she's also the one that went too far right then. Anyways, let's go to Lookout Cay.
So as I walked off the ship, I noticed that the wind was the main star of the day. She said, the focus is gonna be on me. It was so extremely windy. I was looking around for Helen Hunt and her little Dorothy plastic things that float. I was looking for all of that because I just wanted someone to take me away from this wind. And let me tell you, because the pier goes out so far into the ocean, the wind is so much stronger on it. So I was truly facing the wrath of Poseidon, the wrath of Triton. In that moment, a whole wave came over the pier. I am not meant for this adventurous lifestyle. Mother Nature, stop this! But the water was so blue, it reminded me of those little Scooby-Doo gummies. You know, like the Scooby ones, they were always really blue and pretty. That is what the ocean was giving, and I just wanted to eat it. So I got to the island finally, and they have a whole sign. Honestly, guys, the island really feels like a theme park. There's a directory, and they have attractions, amenities, transportation, dining, all these different things. So I just started walking, and I noticed that they had a tram to take you around the island, which is very helpful because I was not about to hike through the jungle. I am not equipped to confront a smoke monster. Evangeline Lilly might be, I'm not. So I came across this kind of private looking beach, and they had these little like houses, but there was a sign that said no pedestrians. Okay, but do I count? I'm not a pedestrian. I'm a human being. I think I'm in the wrong area. I think this is like a private beach for exclusive VIP people, and I know I'm a Disney World influencer, but at the end of the day, I'm just a normal girl, you know, a regular girl. So I'm not allowed in. That's okay. We will find the beach for the pedestrians. I think I'm just gonna jump on the tram and see where it takes me. So this is the island tram. It's really, really nice. It feels just like a Disney World tram. I was really enjoying my experience, just enjoying the views, and it was going pretty fast. I kind of felt like Michelle Rodriguez with Vin Diesel by my side. It was a pretty long tram ride, like 5 to 10 minutes, and we finally got to like the main island area. So they tossed me out of the tram like a piece of gum flying out of a car window. And this area was just so nice. They had little guest services. They had this little store with all this merch, very like fun tropical outfits. And this queen was just ready for high fives. So I gave it to her. I said, yes, sis. And I tried to high five this one too, but I don't think he felt like high fiving me for some reason. He just wouldn't do it. Look at the palm trees. Is this just not picturesque? I mean, I'm from Florida, so I'm used to palm trees, but a lot of you guys that like live in snowy areas have probably never seen a palm tree. So here you go. I'm giving you the exclusive right now. Another day, another windy bridge. This is the main beach. I did dip my feet in. I was really proud of myself. I have a fear of jellyfish because once a jellyfish wrapped itself around my whole leg, and I'm not joking. It was probably because I have very nice calves, but it was very painful. So now this is a Goombay cultural center where I think you learn about different cultures and things like that. And it's really cool, like the construction and everything. I just walked in for a second. I walked out because I was hungry. There's a couple little bars on the island and like a smoothie place. Now this is the main restaurant, guys. It is the buffet that I've been talking about for the whole video. The True 2 barbecue. They have some soda machines and some soft serve machines, just like the ship does. They had ribs and mac and cheese and corn and different salads, and they also had some fries and some hot dogs and burgers. So I got a cheeseburger, some cucumber and tomato salad, a grilled piece of corn, some potato salad, some mac and cheese, and a gorgeous rib. Okay, so I'm surrounded by fans, but Miss Harry, my mic here, hopefully won't be picking up the wind sounds because of her hair. Hello. This is such a nice shaded area. I love the architectures. It's very like Avatar, Jake Sully. For a blue alien, it's kind of cute. Anyways, let's first try this cucumber tomato salad.
That is so crisp and so bright. It has a slight mustardy flavor. It's a little bit sweet too, almost like a honey mustard vibe. It's the perfect palate cleanser. Guys, can I just say we're in paradise? I have sand all over my leg hair right now. I'm living the fantasy. Let's try mac and cheese. That's better than the mac and cheese at the Cabana buffet. The texture feels homemade and has that floury roux vibe to it. There's breadcrumbs. The flavor also tastes like fresh cheese. It's a light cheese flavor. It's not super sharp, but it is simple, fresh perfection. Next up, potato salad. Oh my word. What is going on? That is so surprisingly delicious. It has a potato salad vibe, but there's flavors in there that make it taste a bit more unique. The potatoes are like the red skin potatoes, which to me in a potato salad feels a little more high end than a typical Yukon Gold or Rosette. And the sauce is mustardy, but there's a very slight kind of jerk chicken flavor in there, kind of like very slight cinnamon vibes. I'm not sure if that's actually in there, but that's just what I'm feeling. It's just what my island soul is sensing. You guys know that I am half Cuban, right? So half of me is from an island. Okay, I feel really at home right now. Where's my room? Mickey, where is it? Fantastic. Let's try this singed corn. Is that the best corn I've ever had in my life? Here on little old Lookout Cay, it should be called Lookout Corn. That's what my intestines say when they see corn coming. Look out, it's corn. We can't digest it. I have so much corn stuck in my teeth. I feel like I just ate a whole bucket at AMC. That corn tastes like a seared, charred burger. It really tastes like meat. So vegans out there, if you want your meat fixed, come to Lookout Cay and eat the corn because it's beyond any Beyond Meat. It's more possible than any Impossible meat. It just tastes a lot better. It's also super juicy, super crunchy, super fresh, obsessed. Now let's try this rib. Ooh! Why is the bone so short? That is truly one of the better ribs I've had. I'm not saying it's the best because that just sounds too extreme, but it's one of them. It's one of the best. The meat was so tender. I got a comment recently saying, if the meat's falling off the bone, it means that the meat is overcooked. And to that I say, thank you for the education. But if that's the case, overcook all my ribs because I like it super tender, falling off the bone. It's easier to eat and it's easier to chew, right? But it's not just that. The flavor is within the meat itself. It's salty and this barbecue sauce is sort of like a, kind of like a tropical barbecue sauce. It's kind of mango-ish and it's very sticky and it's just a perfect rib. Last but not least, we have the burger. I did add mustard. I tried to add ketchup too, but they were out of it. So it's not bad. I don't want to put that on you. It's not bad, but it did break the winning streak because everything else was truly epic and incredible. This just tastes like any quick service burger at Disney, and that's okay because it is free and there's a lot of other amazing options. The beef patty's just kind of rubbery, a little overcooked, under-seasoned. The tomato isn't ripe enough. It's too crunchy. The bread is a little dry. Overall, it's an anticlimactic burger, and I wouldn't get it again. But I still really recommend True whatever barbecue, because even though this burger was false, I had the most amazing meal. So I'm very happy. I'm giving True Barbecue a very strong 9 out of 10. Yes.
So I made the treacherous journey back to the magic, and this walk was anything but magical. I was truly fighting against the current of oxygen. So it's been a few hours. I have been editing. I am a boss brand business owner, so I have to keep the work going. But it's already day 2 and it's almost time for dinner. And I realized we've barely explored the ship. So let's get to it, girlies. We're gonna start on deck 1 and work our way up. We can do like half today and half tomorrow. What do you think? Strut, strut, strut. So deck 1 consisted of nothing besides the health center, and I couldn't even find it. So if I get sent to Koreatown, I'm out of luck. There was this really cute picture of this like sardine type of thing with like ostrich legs. So that was nice. Now this is deck 2, my home deck. They do have something. They have the Disney Vacation Club. Now I'm not part of it, so I could not enter. But they did have this nice picture of this girl riding a tilapia. She's obviously on her way to Long John Silver's to cook this ride up. Now this is deck 3, which is like the main lobby deck. And they have this gorgeous metal statue of Mickey. He is steering a ship. Now personally, I would not trust a rodent to steer the ship. But if you do, congratulations, sis. You live on the edge. This is the Port Adventures area where you can make reservations for your port adventures. It is what it says it is. They also have this area where you can have a little family photo shoot. We have a backdrop of a pirate ship and also a dirty smudge. Now this is after hours, which is sort of like a grown-up club type of moment. So you walk down this dark hall and then all of a sudden we have this place called Fathoms. I think they're either playing bingo or playing charades. I'm not sure which one. I saw these really plush kind of high-tech seats in the window and I had to sit on them. They just looked so comfy, but they weren't as comfy as they looked. This is another place in the after hours area called Keys. Now, I'm not sure if this is a restaurant or a lounge, but they have piano decorations and that is fierce. Now the after hours area also has this little store called, what is it? Sea Treasures. So you can just get a treasure from the sea if you're willing to pay for it. There's also this pub called O'Gill's Pub. I think that fish with the scar from Finding Nemo owns it. It's really cool, really hip, and it was kind of serving British. There's also a guest services area in the lobby, and they were also building some sort of a house. I'm not sure who it's for, but that mortgage is probably real high. You're living on a Disney ship. Now, this is Lumiere's. I am going to be eating here tomorrow night, so stay tuned for that. Oh my gosh, who is that dashing man in the reflection? Mulan's not the only one that has a pretty reflection. So this is another lounge. This one is called the Soul Cat Lounge. Ooh. And they have like a little stage, a little piano moment, and it's super loungy, super chill. Now, I call this the Hall of Merch because they have 2 stores right next to each other. They have all the Disney merch you could ever want. They have shirts. They have this really cute shirt that I almost bought because it would look so cute on me, but I didn't because it was $60. And I didn't feel like spending that after spending $1,500 on this getaway. And I also kind of wanted this shirt, but I looked closely. It says Disney Dream. I don't know why they're selling it on the Disney Magic. And I don't feel like I can buy that shirt until I go on the Disney Dream. So I'll just have to buy it then. Now, this is Preludes. This is a little kind of snack concession stand outside of the theater, which is where they have some Disney Broadway style shows. Isn't that exciting? I did end up going to one show, but I couldn't film it. They would not let me. And so I just didn't take you guys along with me. I'm sorry. I feel like a horrible mother. This is deck 4. As you can see, they have the D Lounge. We already explored that yesterday, but they also have this like photo place. I don't know if it's like photos you can buy or what, but it's a photo place. And they also have this place where you can buy watches and luxury items like jewels and diamonds. This is basically Disney's version of Jared's. Did he go to Jared's? No, girl, he went to the Disney Magic. Get it right next time. It is time for dinner, which I think was on the 3rd or 4th floor. I'm not sure. But anyways, Disney placed me at a table at Rapunzel's royal table. And it's totally Tangled themed. I was so hyped about this because I love Tangled. I love Rapunzel. I love Pascal the iguana. They also had some live performances, not just by these queens who were playing banjos, but also by the movie characters. But we're gonna get to that in a second. First of all, look at my table. Look at the decor. Look at the napkin holder. Look at the bowl. Everything is Rapunzel themed. This is the menu, so you can pause and look through it if you want to, but they have appetizer, salads, entrees, desserts, all the goods. But it's all very Tangled themed. And in this moment, I noticed that the characters were gonna be walking around the tables too and like talking to people. And you guys know that's very intimidating for me. These are people in costumes and they expect me to play along. It's too much pressure. Anyways, the Princess of Genovia herself, Rapunzel, walked in with her gorgeous golden locks and she was serving. She had a bunch of tulips in her hair. For my first little course, they did bring me bread, including pretzel bread and this mustard sauce. First of all, I missed the paintbrush. Second of all, I did not know there would be characters and I hope they don't come up to me. You guys know I have met characters before. I have slayed it, but I don't enjoy it. But it's fine. If they come up to you, I'm gonna say, hi. I like your helmet. Is it real iron? Did you sear it yourself? No.
Okay, I'm gonna get to eating. I can't handle a conversation and a meal at the same time. So we have a pretzel roll, and I think this sauce is... Yes! I think this sauce is some sort of a mustard sauce. Okay, let's try it. So the pretzel roll is really dry. It's like if a pretzel was made in the desert and water wasn't available, so they just made it with like sweat and sand. Also, I'm a big mustard fan, but this mustard sauce is very eggy in a very mayonnaise-y way. It's almost like potato salad, but like really eggy potato salad without the potato. So I'm not impressed by Rapunzel's baking skills. Also, did she wear a hairnet? Because if I find a hair in there, it's gonna be a long one. I'm gonna be like... Okay, I got 2 appetizers, 1 entree just to keep it a little lighter, and I might get 2 desserts. We'll see how I feel after dinner.
For my first appetizer, I got this broccoli asparagus soup. Such a gorgeous shade of Reagan green.
So I love broccoli and I love asparagus, but I've never had them in a soup together. This is the collab of the century. This is like when Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande released Rain on Me. But instead of making you dance, it's gonna make you fart real loud. Speaking of that, it does sort of slightly smell like a fart. Let's try it. Yeah. It does not taste like how it smelled. It tastes good. It's almost like broccoli cheddar soup with less cheddar, more cream, and then you add in asparagus. So it has a richer, more vegetable flavor, but I really like asparagus, so that totally works for me. The texture is very smooth. The little croutons do kind of add a little hardiness, a little sustenance. Also, it's pirate night and they gave me a bandana to wear. I didn't wear it. Wait, I should have for the video. It would have made it more fun. I just didn't even think about it. I was like, me covering all of this shiny goodness up? I don't think so. But it is kind of funny to see all these pirates around me. I love that we're glorifying thievery. I'm totally joking. It's fun. I love this. I'm giving this soup a very strong 8 out of 10.
For my second appetizer, I got the Maximus salad. It's potato salad, carrot salad, and cucumber salad in the same bowl.
When I read the description of this salad, wait, let me just read it to you so you understand my POV. So the Maximus salad is cucumber salad, potato salad, and carrot salad, topped with baby oak leaf and Lola Rosa. Who? Which one of you is Lola? I have never met that woman in my life. So when I read that, I assumed, oh, 3 salads on top of each other. We're gonna have like a big mound of salad, but instead it's more like a bite of each salad. Isn't this what Maximus eats? Like, is he gonna be full? He's a whole horse. I don't think this is enough. Now, what does Rapunzel eat? I don't know, but I definitely know what shampoo she uses. Garnier Fructis. Hello? Anyways, shall we try the 3 salads together along with this Lola Rose? Wow. I hate it. What are my thoughts? Let me gather my thoughts. Bee-bop-boop, bee-bop-boop, bee-bop-boop.
Hate.
For some reason, the potatoes in the potato salad were crunchy. The sauce barely had any flavor, and it mostly kind of tasted like honey mayonnaise. Now the carrots, I think, are raw, so they're also crunchy. That's fine, but they just have a slight vinegar flavor, and not in a delicious pickled way, like just vinegar, no sugar, nothing. And then that green Lola thing was very bitter. She has some problems to work through. And the cucumber tasted like plain cucumber, so I think it's safe to say I am not a fan, and I don't even think Maximus would eat this. And he's a horse. Horses eat hay. Oh, hey. Yes. They're slaying. I love it.
For my main entree, I got the Flynn Rider platter. So it's a whole lot of meats and a tiny little fried ball of potatoes. I'm gonna get into the details in a second.
Guys, do you see that right there? It's the light. I see it. I'm so funny. So this is the Flynn Rider platter. Now, when something's called a platter, you expect a lot of food. And this is a good amount, I feel. I mean, it's just not giving platter. But we have a lot of different meats here. Wait, what exactly is this? So it's grilled smoked pork loin, served with roasted smoked pork belly, bockwurst. What happened to brat? And who's Bach? What is there, a Fiero Wurst too? Braised red cabbage, fried potato dumpling, and a spat burgunder wine jus. That sounds like an IKEA table. Let's first try the Bach Wurst. Oh, that is such a delicious sausage. That sausage, first of all, has such a nice texture. It had the snap, and sausages always need to snap like Tony Stark. And woo! And the flavor is like almost like a breakfast sausage, but a bit more tame, and it has a strong onion flavor. It's a very gentle flavor. It's not super, super strong, but I really enjoyed it.
Well, I can see some of you are paying attention.
Girl, I'm busy. I'm working. Now the braised cabbage. It's almost like soggy coleslaw that's been soaked in strawberry jelly, maybe preserves. Flynn Rider's here. It's very sweet, a little sour. It's potent, it's harsh. Oh yeah, great, thank you so much. It's harsh. Now let's try the pork loin. Okay. Oh, I sound like Mother Gothel. Mother Gothel is so sickening. Even if she turned into a bag of flour at the end of the movie, it's not bad. It just tastes like a really thick piece of honey baked ham. And I already am not a big fan of honey baked ham, even in its paper thin form. This steak version is not it for me. Now it does have a better texture. It just has the full on flavor.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Doing good. Are you vlogging?
Uh-huh.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
What's the page name?
Timmy's Takeout.
Timmy's
I taste
Takeout.
test food. So I'm
Super
tasting
cool.
food right now. Thank
You got the
you.
Flynn platter too.
Oh, yes. I got the Flynn. I got all the meats.
I don't like Flynn, but it's also like my favorite dish, cabbage and stuff.
And the,
Now,
and the ham.
Exactly. Now, you have to pair it with the apple strudel because it keeps it on the German theme.
Ooh.
However, you have the Mother Gothel, the chocolate tower. You'll be really sassy later.
Oh, sassy?
Yeah.
Oh.
This guy. You have a great time, my friend.
You too. Thank you.
Everyone.
Bye. He was so nice, but I just know I'm gonna cringe when I watch that back. I can't. I'm deleting the footage. You're not seeing it. Okay, let's try this potato dumpling. Oh, that's so good. So far, this restaurant is hit or miss, but that was amazing. The mashed potatoes on the inside are so creamy and simple, but they just taste buttery and fresh. And then the outside is like a thin layer of not breadcrumbs, more like a batter. And it's very light. It doesn't feel super heavy. And the crispy flavor went so well with the mashed potatoes. Wait, also, did he say that the Mother Gothel dessert is gonna make me feel sassy? Girl, I'm already sassy. Imagine, even sassier? I might just have to get it then. Anyways, last but not least, pork belly. I should cut it, right? I don't feel like it. I should cut it. All right. This particular pork belly has a very similar flavor profile compared to the pork loin. They're both very hammy, but the pork belly has a little bit more of a bacon flavor, but still very hammy. And it has more of a gooey, goopy texture. And I think that's to be expected with pork belly, but I think I prefer my pork belly to be less hammy, more bacon, whereas this is more ham and a little hint of bacon in the background. So I think I'm gonna have to give the entree a 5 out of 10. Rapunzel's going from table to table. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Please don't come here, girl. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh, I love it. So pretty. So cute. I love it. Thank you. I did it. I got 2 desserts. I got the Mother Gothel chocolate tower, and I also got the apple strudel. So once again, the portion really surprised me. This is called Mother Gothel's tower. And to me, this is giving more office cubicle, possibly a closet. Oh, it's full of like cherries or something. Whoa. Oh, and cream. Oh, he said it would make me saucier. I think it just did. Oh. So my first bite was mostly chocolate cake, and this chocolate cake is very dense. It's almost like a sticky pudding, and it has a very dark chocolate, almost bitter flavor. So when you eat a lot of it, it's just a very strong flavor. But when it's paired with the cherries and the cream in the middle, it works so well. The cherries taste fresh, and then the whipped cream is super light. I actually ended up loving this.
I'm sorry, but I don't think those lanterns are actually floating. I think there's people holding them on a fishing rod.
Guys, I have to say, my waiters have been so incredible. They do so much. They know my name. They probably know everyone's name. And they're just so positive and nice. I love it. Anyways, ooh, let's drizzle this sauce on my apple strudel. Let's see. An ice cream? Okay, so the ice cream is very, almost flavorless. I think it's butter pecan, but there's barely any butter and there's barely any pecan. But the apple strudel is deliciously, wickedly talented perfection. It has a classic apple pie flavor, but there's also sort of a cinnamon toast crunch flavor to it. And the crust is almost doughy, yet flaky at the same time. Delicious, incredible. I'm giving both desserts a 9 out of 10, and I'm rushing out of here because I see Flynn Rider talking to tables near mine, and I'm getting out of here.
Oh.
I slept so good. Who goes there? I got a full night's sleep. It was delicious. The waves weren't too crazy. Moana must have said, "Ocean, you gotta let him sleep. He has a very important job. He has to chew tomorrow." It is the final day. It's going to be a very fun day. It's a day at sea. We are going to have breakfast at the Cabana Buffet. And then we're going to have a room service lunch because I haven't tried like the main room service food, just the pastries. And then for dinner, we are eating at Lumiere's. Some French cuisine, French fries. So this is my OOTD. You guys have seen this shirt multiple times. It's one of my favorites. It's giving Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad, but instead of being on a railroad, they're on my 6-pack. So this is what the elevators look like. I haven't shown you until now because I forgot to, but we have a very flattering reflection. Wait, never mind. These are the Cabana breakfast buffet options. So we have oatmeals and grits, things that Beth from Little Women would feast on. They also had all the classic meats, bacon, sausage, also massive hash browns, eggs, mushrooms for some reason. Who wants fungi for breakfast? Corned beef hash, potatoes. They also had some Mickey churros and French toast, pancakes, waffles, eggs Benedict. Also classic breakfast pastries and sweets plus croissant. So I got this ham, I forget the name, but it's a rice dish. And then I also got hash browns and scrambled eggs, a Mickey churro, eggs Benedict, corned beef hash, breakfast potatoes, bacon, and sausage. Another day, another meal in the element of air. This time I might actually take flight. I have to say, for a free breakfast buffet, this looks very high-end. They have eggs Benedict. Do you know how classy that is? A hash brown that's in the shape of a half of a diamond. Like, this is almost a full carrot. Did he go to Jared? Anyways, let's start eating. I'm hungry. Let's first try the scrambled eggs. Now, ooh, stop. These are called creamy scrambled eggs, and they look really creamy. I don't know if I'm happy or completely disgusted by this vile egg juice. I'm the type of girly that loves a slow-cooked, creamy scrambled egg, like a French omelet, Belle style. But these
are just so liquidy that my brain truly felt appalled, but my heart really liked these eggs. I have to say, they taste totally homemade, that's for sure. They do not taste powdered. They don't taste processed in any way. They taste freshly cooked, like from a fancy restaurant. They're just kind of undercooked. And so that might disgust some of you, and it almost disgusted me, but I just ended up devouring them for some reason. So I'm just conflicted. I think that I'm just used to rubbery scrambled eggs at breakfast buffets, like if a chicken hatched out an eraser, and this is just the complete opposite. Now let's try this hash brown. This looks so thick. It's like a hash brown steak. Oh, lovely. It really tastes like a McDonald's hash brown. And that's the highest hash brown compliment I could give any potato that is in the running to be America's Next Top Potato. Super crunchy on the outside, and because it's so thick, you can really feel the fluffiness of the potato on the inside. So it has an amazing texture contrast. Flavor-wise, it's salty, classic fried hash brown. There's no oil flavor. It's just pure perfection. Adore it. Next up, let's try the corned beef hash. So my sister, Sarah, I call her Celita because we are half Cuban, and I just feel the need to say Celita. She's corned beef hash's biggest fan, and it just makes me think of her. Oh, no. It really tastes like canned corned beef hash, but worse. It just has the same mushiness. Flavor-wise, it has the same flavor. It's very salty, but there's also some sort of a perfumey, almost floral kind of tulip flavor. IKEA stands would love it. They would say tulips, that's home. But for me, I'm not a big fan of surprise floral flavors. Now let's try the bacon. Typical. Typical. Tastes like normal bacon from the store. It could be a lot crispier. I think it's a little too floppy, but bacon's bacon. Pepsi's Pepsi. Now, sausage. That's a pretty good pork sausage. You guys know I'm not the biggest pork sausage fan, but this is a good one. I feel the texture is just like more of a ground beefy texture and not so much a cartilagey, bony tendons between the bones texture. Because a lot of times pork sausages feel like you're chewing on a cow's nose, and that's not what I want in my breakfast dining experience. It also has the classic pork sausage flavor, so I can't be mad at that. I think it's great. Next up, ham congee. So I have never had congee, and I'm trying the ham version but before trying the main congee. Let's see how it is. I don't hate it. I want to be respectful because this is cuisine from someone else's culture. I've just never been like a fan of things like grits. And I feel like this is sort of similar to grits, but it's more so like rice in a lot of liquid with a very strong garlicky flavor, which I like the garlicky flavor. I think that it's the texture. I think if this was dried out and it was just like a rice texture, I would actually love it because the flavor is good. It's like ham and garlic. What is there not to like? We have pepper and we have Edward's arch nemesis. Don't get the garlic bread. You're not gonna like it. That was my impression of Bella at an Italian restaurant with Edward. So I like the flavor, don't like the texture. Now let's try this Eggs Benedict. This is a really pretty Eggs Benedict. So you agree? You're really pretty. I feel like this yolk looks really swollen and I'm scared to unleash it. Okay. It is liquidy, but there's a little bit of firmness in there too. Oh, wow. The hollandaise sauce is so lemony. It's silky smooth. It's rich, salty, buttery. Adore it. And I'm noticing that this is a Florentine version. So instead of the Canadian bacon, it has, I think, spinach, which was fine. I couldn't even taste it. I was just focused on the hollandaise sauce. I've actually poached eggs in the past. I'm not bad at it. I mean, 70% of the time my egg would disintegrate into huevo strings and I had to turn it into egg drop soup. But there were a few times that they came out perfectly poached. Fantastic. Now let's try these potatoes. Wow. So that's how it's gonna be. You're just gonna give us nothing. Yeah, this potato has really no flavor whatsoever. Now, looks can be deceiving because this looks like it's covered in paprika, but I don't taste the paprika. It really tastes like a boiled piece of red skin potato. There's no helping that. Horrible. Last but not least, we have the Mickey churro. You tell me if this looks like Mickey. I don't think it's him. you need chairs? Oh yeah, of course.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Wow, filming Timmy, aren't you just so kind-hearted? Helping people, being a good person. I know the real you, and you wanted all those chairs for yourself, you selfish.
I did not expect this rodent-shaped churro to slay 10 times more than a normal stick-shaped churro. So it has that crispy outer churro flavor with the cinnamon sugar and the fried goodness. But what makes it special is the inside. This is so much more fluffy and moist than your typical churro. It's almost like a really moist pancake on the inside, and it's super thick. It's so satisfying to bite into, I can't even describe it. Flavor-wise and texture-wise, it's just a high-end experience that I expect on a cruise of this caliber. So honestly, most of breakfast 8, I'm giving it a very strong 7 out of 10. Come on, Cabanas. It is time to finish exploring the rest of the ship. Yesterday, we stopped at deck 4. Let's go to deck 5.
Welcome to deck 5. This deck has the Oceaneer Lab. Now, I don't know what this is. I'm assuming they're making like concoctions with H2O and R2D2 because it's a lab. That's what they do.
So Ariel, Tiana, Cinderella, and Belle are still down there taking pictures of people. Hey, girls. Belle. Notice Merida's not there. You know why? The other girls don't like her because she's from Pixar. Ew, right? No, I was kidding. We love Merida and we love Pixar, but I don't think Belle does. Oh my god, is that Thor? Is that Thor? Hey, Thor. I was trying to be social with Thor. Trying to make conversation. He didn't say anything to me.
I'm pretty sure this is an actual movie theater and they show Disney movies. Guys, they're showing Wish. I love Wish so much. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Very nice.
Why is Cinderella marrying Goofy? What's happening? Is this a Beauty and the Beast spinoff?
Now, this is deck 6. They didn't have a lot, but they did have this nice mural of people on stairs and Mickey and Minnie. He needs to move his little rat hand, okay? And some people swimming. Just, you know, it's a very cool art style, very modern. And then this is deck 7. They didn't really have much besides rooms, so I kept going up.
What? I didn't know Mickey helped out Noah. Okay, old king.
This is deck 8. Once again, it's mostly rooms, so I just kept walking up.
What is going on?
Finally, a deck that has things. Deck 9. So this is like the main deck. We were here earlier because this is where Cabanas is. And the wind once again was testing me, but I battled through. This is the grown-ups only area. They have a pool. They have a nice little bar. It's very chill, much more quiet. This is Senses. So it's a spa, but I couldn't film the spa areas, obviously. So I just filmed the gym area. Look how stunning this is, guys. Imagine if you're jogging on the treadmill and you see Jack and Rose pretending to fly. Girl, I would be worried. I would say, hey, live in reality. They have some like weight machines too and different things. Plus, the best part, they have free agua with lemons and limes within it. Plus free fruit, cups, and free cooling towels in their own little towel fridge. Now, this is the Duck Inn Diner, one of the quick service places that I did not have time to try. But as you can see, they have hamburgers, cheeseburgers, veggie burgers, fish burger. Oh, fish burger, what? This is another quick service place called Daisy's Delights. It's a healthier option. They have lots of salads, wraps, sandwiches, fruit. And the best part, guys, they have a build your own bowl situation where you just say, I want this bowl, I want these toppings. Now, this is Pinocchio's Pizzeria, aka Pinocchio's Splinter Pie. And it was empty, but I'm assuming they serve pizza, right? I mean, that would just make sense. This is the Cove Cafe. So it was it was really packed, and I tried to get some shots of it, but there were people right at the door, and it was very awkward. This is the final deck, deck 10. Now, deck 10 is a bit smaller. It's just kind of like the edges of the ship, but they have slides, guys. Look at these slides. They look so adventurous, so cool. I did not go on them because I'm just not a swimming type of person, you know? They also had these chairs and tables tied down because the wind was so strong. I guess that tables could fly. That's actually really good to know because people always say, oh, when pigs fly. But what about when tables fly? What then? Cinematographer Timmy came through once again. Look at these Christopher Nolan style shots. Whoa, you can see all the fishes like in extreme detail. Look at that, it's IMAX. Peppa, what have they done to you, sweetheart?
God. Well, I think I covered basically everything, I think. If I missed something, let me know, but I'm just so impressed with this cruise. Most of the food has been fantastic. We still have lunch and dinner to come, and just the Disney vibe, the experiences, everything has just been magical. So I cannot wait to go on a newer cruise, because if this one's already this good, I don't even know what to expect with the newer ones. Coming soon to a YouTube near you. Oh, wait. This is hectic. So this is the room service menu right here. I thought I saw something moving behind me on my little screen here. I swear you know who it was? It was the ghost of Grandma Tala. She's somewhere in the ocean. She's probably in my room right now. Moana. Ah! So I got an appetizer, a meat, a side, and a dessert. But let me tell you, this is the heaviest tray I've ever carried. My massive biceps can barely handle it. And these are much bigger than the typical alpha male's biceps. Like, if I can't lift it, you're gonna crumble. So they gave me a lot of silverware. They thought this was for 2 people. It's not. It's for 3. Me, myself, and I. Oh my God. It matches. I love that. You know what? I never wore my pirate bandana. I'm gonna wear it now. I feel like my baldness is being erased. I don't like it. Okay, so I got tomato soup. It comes with a piece of grilled cheese. I got chicken wings because I have not yet had wings on this cruise and I'm craving flight. I also got a side of fries and I got a cheesecake for dessert. So let's go in. There's the tomato soup. There she is. 2 really pretty little grilled cheeses. They did cut off the crusts. I didn't ask them to, but they just know that crust is the least worthy part of a sandwich. This is a big bowl of soup. It's very hot. Oh, how do I? Oh, this is not safe. Okay, I'm just leaving that there. That's what it looks like up close. Delicious, delectable. Let's try it. Oh, it looks very gritty. It's like sandpaper soup. Oh! Very hot. J'adore. Let's dip in the grilled cheese. Oh my, why is this so good? I'm not a huge tomato soup and grilled cheese kind of girly. So the fact that I'm this late says a lot. The tomato soup itself is so acidic. We have such a strong, bright tomato flavor. There's a very light basil flavor, just a tiny bit though. It is salty. It's a tiny bit sweet, but a lot of tomato soups can be too sweet. This is not too sweet. That is just fantastic. And the grilled cheese is perfectly crispified, perfectly buttery, and it has so much cheese in it. I think it's American. Kraft cheese might be vile, but on a grilled cheese, it somehow makes magic. And that's what this is. Let me pause on this. Now here we have the chicken wings. Okay, so it's only 4 wings. But keep in mind, it's free. And I don't mean free-range chickens. I mean, I did not pay a cent besides the tip, of course. I got ranch with it, of course, and here's the fries. Oh, there they are. Gorgeous. Stunning. Oh. I'm assuming these fries are gonna taste like all the other Disney fries, like the buffet fries. That's exactly what they are. Call me Raven, because I knew. And I'm feeling another vision coming on. I'm seeing a boat. I'm seeing a man on a boat with an ingrown toenail eating a fry. Oh! Wow, the prediction's happening. I was right. Once again, crispy, salty, typical, delicious. Now let's try the wing. So they gave me all flats. I am more of a drumstick kind of man, but it's fine. Guys, wishbone. I wish. Ah! I'm not telling you what the wish was, obviously. I might order 2 more orders. Wow. Ow! Let me get the one critique out of the way because you guys know I'm all about positivity and I want to focus on that. They're not nearly crispy. Not even a slight crunch. They are basically soggy. So the outside texture is not good. But every other element of this bird that cannot fly is incredible. I have never had a chicken wing fall apart that easily. Like, the meat truly fell off the bone. It didn't just fall off the bone, it flew. Because chickens can fly sometimes. Hello. It descended off the bone. There was no gooiness. These do not feel like low quality wings. They feel like full meat. And the buffalo sauce is perfect. It's very tangy, decently spicy. I would give it a 4 out of 10 in terms of spice, at least for me, but I can handle a lot of spice. And it's salty and buttery, just incredible. Not to compare Miss Carnival again, but when I got the Carnival room service, it wasn't free. I had to pay for it, and it was the worst food on the whole cruise. I'm not joking. So I'm very impressed right now. Now it's time. Ooh! It's time for the cheesecake, which is gorgeous. The design is full eleganza. We have a little straw here. I don't think it's paper, so warn the turtles, please. And then we have a gorgeous piece of cheesecake with some raspberry smudge. Let's go in. Ooh. What? Let me eat this whipped cream. Hold on. That's fresh. The cheesecake itself is weird. It does not taste like cheesecake. It has zero cream cheese flavor or tartness. It's only slightly sweet. It kind of reminds me, honestly, of like an omelet. There's just really no strong flavor. So for some reason, it's just kind of giving egg, including the texture. The texture's fluffy, but not in a cheesecake way, in an eggy way. And I hate it. I really despise it. Everything else was genuinely fantastic, so I'm still giving room service a very strong 8 out of 10. I just do not recommend that despicable cheesecake.
It is time for the final dinner at Lumiere's. Now, I have to say, I think this is the fanciest restaurant out of all three, probably. Look at the windows, look at the architectures. This was designed by someone that really knew how to architecture, you know? This is how the inside looks. Now, I do feel like the orange lights make the restaurant look cheaper on video than it actually does in person, but let me tell you, it felt very luxurious. Enchanté, hey. And this is the menu. We have a gorgeous rose. When the last petal falls, guys, Beast will finally shave. This is the menu. You can pause if you want. They had a lot of different things, a lot of fancy things. So for my appetizer, I got the duck confit. I've never had duck confit, and seeing it in person made me realize why I've never had duck confit. We also had some little butter planets. Girlies, I feel so disappointed in myself. I'm an hour late to dinner, and I'm never late. You guys don't even know. I take other people's time very seriously when it comes to like waiters and like reservations and all that stuff. I don't ever want to be a nuisance. Now, I didn't realize that the ship is currently in its own time zone. It's an hour ahead. I think it's on Puerto Rican time, but we're not in Puerto Rico yet. And so my phone still said 5:45, but it's actually 6:45 on the ship. When I got here, I saw everyone eating. And I was like, what do I do? The head waiter was so nice, and he still seated me instantly. And I was like, I'm so sorry about this. So I'm gonna try to eat fast and talk fast. I'm gonna be like Trisha Paytas when she goes, I love her so much. So this is the duck confit. Now, I tried to get something very different and experimental because it's the final night. I want to try new things. I just have to say, Donald, I'm so sorry. This bite of you is dedicated to you. So it seems to have like lettuce and shredded duck and cranberries and pecans. This is very out of my comfort zone. This used to have webbed feet. Like, that's a lot for me. I can't arrive late and not eat the food. So I'm gonna eat most of Donald. Oh, God. The texture reminds me of tuna without the oceanic flavor. So it's hard to wrap my mind around the fact that this is not tuna, just because the texture is so similar. Now, the flavor reminds me of deviled ham. You guys remember that? We used to make deviled ham sandwiches. So it's like a canned ham flavor, and this tastes like canned ham. I know it's supposed to be Donald, but it might be piglet, so I don't think I like it. I'm sorry. Also, there's no candles. This is Lumiere's, and there's no candles. I thought this would look like a Bath and Body Works. I thought it would smell like a peach Bellini. Yeah, so this is je m'appelle, no thank you. Let's also try one of these assorted rolls with these cute little butter balls. That's my favorite turkey brand. It's the only one I eat for Thanksgiving.
Please enjoy.
Thank you so much. You've just been fantastic the whole time, for real. That is the head waiter. He is incredible. And even if I do not like this bird confit, I adore the people that work here. I just want to make that clear. So The bread is quite hard. When I say hard, I mean like a crouton. Now, it's probably my fault because I'm an hour late. You know, maybe it harder than in that time. It is what it is. The flavor did taste quite nice. It's sort of like a wheat meets French bread. And I'm not surprised it tastes like French bread. Lumiere is French. And we love that. And the butter is high quality butter. It's salty, very creamy, very soft. So at least the butter is slaying. Yes. For my entree, I got lamb chops with potatoes and Brussels sprouts and a sauce. This is a gorgeous meal. The Brussels sprouts are giving bright freshness. The lamb is giving Mary had a little. And the potatoes kind of giving ratatouille, like a rat in a hat. Now, I have never had lamb this medium, so I'm excited for this new experience. Let's first try a Brussels. Very fresh. I can taste the rain and the sunlight. They're a little buttery. I'm just not tasting any seasonings. They're very plain. Also, I do love a crispy Brussels sprout, like a charred Brussels sprout. And this is more of a boiled or maybe sauteed Brussels sprout. So it's not bad. It's just simple. Let me dip it into the sauce. The sauce tastes like rosemary. Is it? It says roasted rack of lamb, medium, with Dolphy nose, potatoes. Who's Dolphy? Is her nose okay? Buttered Brussels sprouts, I could taste the butter. And a burgundy rosemary sauce. I was right. That sauce is delicious. It's like a beef au jus, sort of, but a little sweeter, and the rosemary is strong. I love that. Now let's try the Dolphy nose potatoes. Oh, Lumiere, I have decided not to melt you because this potato, Domino's, is one of the best things I've had on this cruise so far. The layers of the potato, like they're not too soft. They still have a bit of a bite to them. And the flavor, it's like a cream sauce that's very garlicky and kind of Parmesan-y, almost like an Alfredo sauce, but with potatoes. That works so well. Adore it. Okay, it is time to try the lamb. Mary, look away. You're not gonna want to see this, girl. Wow. It's not Lumiere's fault. I have been trying different meats recently, and I've tried lamb a couple times. I just don't think it's my thing. It's so gamey. This is gamier than the lamb that I had at the buffet, and it's probably because it's more medium, you know? Now, the pesto type of stuff on the side is pretty good. It has sort of like a minty basil flavor to it. That was nice. I don't even know if I can take another bite. And like I said, this is not Lumiere's fault. I am learning things about my own taste buds every day. We're always discovering. So I'm gonna give this meal a 5 out of 10 because the potatoes were that good that even if I couldn't eat the meat, the potatoes still lifted it up into the middle. For my dessert, I got the souffle with this cream sauce. And then I also got this tiramisu type of cake called opera something, singing something. Okay, so this souffle is called the Grand Manier. What are you saying about me? Souffle. Served with cream and glaze. He poured some of this into my souffle already, and I just... Oh my God. And then this is the opera house or something. No, this is the classic opera gâteau. So the gâteau is layers of sponge soaked in coffee syrup, chocolate ganache, and a rich buttercream. Sounds kind of like a tiramisu. And it can sing? It's from the opera? Let me first try the souffle. So there's an episode of Arthur that I used to be obsessed with where his dad, who was like an aardvark, he was a chef as well, because it makes total sense. And he tried to make a souffle over and over and over, and he kept getting it wrong. And he would literally like pop it like a balloon. Ever since then, I've just wanted to eat a souffle so badly. So this is a moment for me. Let's see. Oh, je m'appelle. Oh my goodness. I inhaled a piece of souffle. It was just air. Devoured. I'm so happy with that. That really filled me up. It's sort of like a cake meets a custard in texture and flavor. It has that kind of creamy custardy flavor, but there's also like a yellow cake flavor in there. And it's very creamy in the middle. Adore that. Now it's time for the opera. Fun fact, when I was a kid, I used to pretend to be an opera singer. My mom always talks about this. She always says that I would stand on the table and sing super loud, like, wait. I can't sing out here, but if I wanted to, I could go really high, like Ariana. Anyways, let's try this tiramisu. Oh, it's not tiramisu. It's an opera. Look at this little hat on this piece of whipped cream. It just graduated. That is so good. It does taste like a tiramisu, but much richer and heavier, but not too rich. It does have a chocolate ganache, but just enough. Your teeth just sink right into it. And then the mousse is super light, so it really balances out the ganache. And the cake layers are very coffee-ish. I think it is rich, but at the end of the day, it's balanced and it works. So guys, this was my last meal of the trip. I'm so sad. It just hit me. I've been so focused on like eating fast. But I wasn't thinking about that this is the finale. We're not gonna end it here. We're not. I'll see you guys in a second. So I thought that filming the outro on the deck would be a good idea, but I just realized you can't see me. I can't really see the ocean, but there's probably like dolphins jumping all around saying goodbye to me. Bye! Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I truly had the most amazing time on my first Disney cruise. Ooh, here's some lighting. And I plan to make a lot more Disney cruise content in the future, hopefully, if you guys like it. So give it a thumbs up if you want more and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Bye. Souffle ready, and I just